How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are taking a look at the EZA INT Dokkan Festival Broly. We got this guy, Max Link's Rainbow status. We've had him Rainbow for quite a while now, right? This guy doesn't seem to want to leave us alone in our summons. If he's on a banner, we always somehow manage to pull him. But I will say, this guy is my first Saiyan Day unit that I actually got to experience on Saiyan Day. And even better, he released with a Trunks that was actually kind of cool that I enjoyed at the time. So at the time of his release, this dude was a monster. So I guess the question is, did he make it through his EZA? So let's start by taking a look at what he's doing. So now that he's EZA'd, he has key 3, attack defense 266%. He reduces damage received by 26% and has an additional chance of performing a critical hit 26%. He launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack, plus an additional attack defense 26% when attacking, plus an additional key 3, and launches an additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super attack, plus a damage reduction 18% and chance of performing a critical hit 18% when attacking. If there is another movie heroes, pure Saiyans, or hybrid Saiyans enemy, he also launches an additional super attack and reduces damage received by 15% and chance of performing a critical hit 15% if we're facing Goku. So there's a lot going on here, right? So basically, right, if we're facing a Goku, we've got a guaranteed additional super. If we're facing a movie heroes that also is a Goku, or pure Saiyans, which is a Goku, or hybrid Saiyans, right, we have a 70% chance of performing a super. Then we have a 50% chance of performing a super after that. And then, of course, we have our hidden potential plus our base super. So a total of 5 supers is possible out of this guy. And then, of course, this is really good because he is greatly stacking attack and raising his defense for the turn. So honestly, that's actually pretty good. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put him in front of the 2 attacks here. I guess we'll just keep them linked with Turles and we'll float off Frieza. So we only have Prepared for Battle and Fierce Battle. So starting turn defense is just under 300k with about, we are against the UI Goku stage. So we are type of disadvantage here on this first turn, but we do have all of his passive up. So we actually have 59% damage reduction. So he's honestly probably okay here. I'm not going to get the full 24 key with Turles though. We will with Golden Frieza. So let's see how we're doing. So 7 million coming out the gate here. So this is our first attack. Remember, we are greatly stacking attack here. Get a crit. So there's our first additional super. Alright, now we have a 70% chance. We do proc the 70%. So third super, we're up to 8 million. And again, like, this is, we do proc the 50. Nice. Okay, so that's 3 supers. There we go. So 9 million. There we go. Okay, so sweet. Actually pretty good for that first turn. And then Turles is just going to go ahead and wrap it up then. Okay, so not bad. And you can see how we pretty much had guaranteed crits, right? At a certain point. There we go. All right, so Turles wraps that up. Excellent. Okay. Alright, so we could be in trouble here, actually. It's going to depend on how the setup goes. So let's grab this. Okay, if we grab this with Turles, he's okay. But I don't know where that super is going to be. I'm just going to go ahead and use a Princess Snake right here. Just to protect Turles and the trio. And because exactly what I thought was going to happen. There's the super. Yeah, exactly what I was worried was going to happen is that we weren't going to be able to get the 7 orbs with the trio here, which is fine. I mean, they're only here to help us support Broly, and so I'm not really too concerned about that. Here we go. Yeah, okay, definitely needed that snake. And it's a... I mean, it probably wouldn't have if he had decided to do what he is supposed to do and get some additional supers, but he decided that was not his job today. Can't we lower his attack? Oh, well, I think their attack lowers on the 12 key, right? There it is. Okay, so that'll be helpful. So we did bring Turles, of course, right, for that extra buff for his passive, right, for his entrance animation. Okay, so we could do his active skill, but we're not gonna because it can't, you know, it did, it wasn't quite where we, what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't last forever like Broly's does, right? So we want to take advantage. So I'm actually not going to super attack here with the Broly, right? We'll leave him in his untransformed state just so we can allow Int Broly to build up. But as we see here, like, look at so his attack stat is quite high, actually, with all of the supers that we had gotten. Defense is still only 700k, but with 50% damage reduction, he's going to tank just about any... So, like, if you get all 5 supers first turn, he's pretty much golden the rest of the fight for normals. Where I can definitely see some issues coming in is going to be, obviously, on his, you know, on super attacks. So, from that point forward, it seems like it's going to be... it seems like the issue is going to come in. But look at that, 13 million. A lot better this turn because we actually have a Broly next to us. There we go. All right, so we got the guaranteed additional up to 14 million. Yeah, so like I said, you know, beyond that first turn, it's really going to depend on... so we didn't get the 50, but we get the second... or we didn't get the 70, but we got the 50. Funny how that works sometimes. We still have the potential for our hidden potential as well. We don't proc it, though. Okay, so we only got 3 supers this turn, so it'll be interesting to see where we're at next turn. Alright, let's do this. You know, honestly, I'm half considering to start bringing, I'm half considering to start just bringing, Scouter effect. So I'm going to use this again just for Turles. Again, Turles is strictly here to help us, mitigate, just to help us get that buff. So I don't care that we have to protect him here. Although I don't know, we probably don't even have to, but... I mean, we're going to do it anyways. Can he use attack below? No, I can't. So we may as well go for the 18 key here. Alright, let's hope things work out here. Okay, there goes the super attack. Perfect. Okay, so we probably didn't need the Princess Snake, but again, better safe than sorry, you know? Okay, nice. The friend Broly does get the extra super. Oh, wow. The friend decided he was going to go triple super on us. Okay, so now we just need Turles to actually proc some additional supers. Although I think with this, at this point, right, there we go. At this point, with the Snake active and his own damage reduction, he actually should be fine on the normals. There we go. Yeah, and beyond this turn, we probably don't have to worry, because we can float him next time. Yeah, there we go. And then we can float him at the ends and let Broly and LR Turles do their thing. There we go. Okay. Alright, so this works out. Alright, so we are also supported once again this... Well, we will be supported when we pick up their key spheres. What do we have to pick up with them for support? Alright, all allies 39% with AGL or STR. That's attack. Defense 39% with tech or int. Okay. Easy day. And then movie bosses or super bosses, damage reduction when key is 24. Okay, so let's take a look here. So, alright, yeah, that Turles support was wild. Because we're back at 700k. But again, that's mostly because of Turles support. But, so we won't be able to see it unless we swap in Broly Trio. Right, but actually, well, actually, how many links do we have? Okay. We will get Super Saiyan, right, when he transforms? I think we will. Let's transform him. Alrighty, so let's see here. Right, so we lost the support here. We didn't get hit by a super. Why did our defense drop so much? Alright, well, let's grab that. We're going to put him in front. Alright, attack is looking real nice, though. Grab that, and then there we go. What is it for the defense? Tech or int, which we can't get. Okay. Alright, let's just grab that then. I actually don't want to kill him on the first super. There we go. Alright. Yeah, that Turles support is wild. That made a huge difference. There we go. Alright, we get another additional super here. Nice. Okay. Now, much as I want to use the active skill on Broly here, I don't want to deal damage, so... let's just do that. Let's do that. Alright, and we should be okay here. And there's the super. Thank goodness. It is where we needed it to be. Alright. So hopefully we don't take him down. There we go. Oh, that's right. It seals. Okay. It's actually good for us. He can't super multiple times, can he? No, just the one. Okay. Oh, but his attack is going to be higher. Again, this is also this is one of those situations where now I'm thinking, I wonder if we should have just I wonder if we should have just put him in there. The scouter item. There we go. Okay, I'll take a dodge though. Alright, perfect. Alright, so let's use Broly's active here.
Show me your fighting spirit. If you don't, I'll destroy this planet.
Alright, so it is his active skill turn. Alright, attack went through the roof now because of it, right? Because it gave us attacks 60% and effective against all types. Alright, so I'm gonna risk putting him in slot 1. I'm gonna pray that he doesn't get supered. We're not gonna use Broly's active, not yet at least. Alright, and then let's just do that. I'm pretty sure he'll survive the super here. There we go. Alright. 21 million. Nice. Okay, that's what I wanted to see. There we go. And then we get the additional 22 million. Nice. Okay. And we could keep going, honestly, if this fight were longer. But, I mean, that's about it. Alright. Excellent. Alright, so there you have it. There is the Max Links Rainbow Showcase for the INT Saiyan Day Broly's EZA. Honestly, I may have been a bit overboard with how good he is. That said, I don't think he's as bad as people were letting on. I'm sure many of you guys saw all the posts on Twitter and wherever else about how awful his EZA is. But what I'm seeing here, right, for the time being with Broly's movie bosses team is, right, you have a rotation of TEQ Broly and INT Broly, right? This is the way I'm seeing this setup, right? Turn 1, you let TEQ Broly sit slot 1, you let INT Broly build up slot 2. INT Broly is definitely a slot 2 unit, right? Don't expect him to be overtaking defensively. But, I mean, as we saw by turn 2, he was 700k defense with 50% damage reduction. Beyond that, right, we're hitting, at the end of the turns, we're hitting over a million defense. What I'm trying to understand is why his defense reset. The support wasn't that much different. I think, well, so we couldn't see it on the turn with the Broly trio, right? If we had gotten the orbs with the Broly trio, we would have seen similar levels. We would have seen appropriate levels of defense compared to having Turles on. Though Turles is a crazy support. So, I mean, that's worthy noting there. Like, he does phenomenal things for this team, and he helps Broly achieve greater levels of offense and defense. So, that's worth considering. Now, what I will say on that is that as a slot 2 unit, and seeing how quickly Broly's team moves and how much damage it does, seeing how much damage INT Broly himself is putting out, right? I don't think the defense is ever going to be too much of an issue. Right? Again, surviving normals, he's going to be fine by turn 2. He's going to survive every normal beyond, outside of some extenuating circumstances, like if Gogeta supers first and then in slot 1 and then launches an AoE. Then you might struggle, but even then, by the time you get to that phase, Broly's defense is going to be more than enough to handle the AoE, as we've seen here. It's pretty good, honestly. It's not the best, but I definitely don't think he's as bad as letting on. It's kind of like the Kefla situation, right? Like, yeah, the defense can be bad. You've got to rely a little bit on RNG to get decent defense. Like in his case, it's on the additional supers, and on Kefla's case, it's on the dodge, right? But in either case, chances are by the time they're done supering, the enemy is dead anyways because of who their slot 1 units are, right? Or slots 2 and 3, right? Like, even at a certain point, I would see, like, by midway through the fight, you may even be more appropriate to start rotating him off, so that way, right, again, by the time he finishes his attack, the rotation is definitely dead. That's, I mean, just the way I see him playing. I don't expect him to be doing anything in slot 1 from what I'm seeing, but who knows? Maybe we'll get an event later on that allows that to continue on. So guys, that is it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know, what are your thoughts on INT Broly's EZA? Did he hold up to your expectations? Did he not quite meet them? Or do you think what's being said about him is being overplayed? In either direction, right? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.